point, let's get right to it. Y'all hit the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel too, and also hit those notifications as well, so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Um, Salute to the whole entire LDBC, basketball and boxing. You know how your boy rocking. And salute to all the people that's been standing 10 toes down with your boy. Now, gonna talk about something that I have been wanting to kind of just clear and not have nothing, well, clear the space and not have nothing else to really talk about. And I want to talk about this two-way player discussion between Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard. But before I do that, though, I got to give Kawhi Leonard his props, man. Okay. Kawhi has been he's played. He hasn't taken no games off. The Clippers are 7-3. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. All they got to do, I think, is win one or two, and they'll be a play-in team. You know, like I said, I don't, I'm not saying that they're gonna win no championship or anything like that, but they've been fighting. Um, they've been fighting, and Kawhi Leonard throughout the stretch, Kawhi Leonard throughout the stretch, he has been on a tear. He's averaging 28.7 and shooting 49% over those 10 games. I mean, he's been red hot, including a couple of 50 pieces. However, with that being said, what's up, Brown Sugar? I see you in the building, beautiful. Um, with that being said, Jaylen Brown has really evolved since taking control of everything in Jason Tatum's absence. Uh, Now, earlier, I think the brother Chicky, he was talking about Jason Tatum needed to be traded and everything. I mean, that could be debated. You know. Now, do I feel that personally that Jason Tatum needs to go anywhere? Nah, not at all. I don't think he needs to go anywhere. But at the same token, we got to look at a thing whereas are they going to be getting in each other's way? And I really don't see that happening. Okay, so, but I'm not going to get into that. What I want to talk about is who is the better two-way player because Jaylen Brown had put up 50 plus against Kawhi, and he came out on record and basically said that he was the best two-way player. Now, uh, does he have a right to say that? Yeah, I mean he has a right to say that. Now, if we got to look at Kawhi Leonard. His problem has been health. That's been his problem. His problem has been health. Okay, occasionally, he had some games where he just didn't show up, and then on top of that, uh, he was sitting out or whatever the case is or whatnot. But Jaylen Brown got to go with Jaylen Brown just because of the health, and also Jaylen Brown has been consistent. Now Jaylen Brown and Jason um, not being able to finish at the end of games. I know Brown Sugar. She always mentioned that you know um, about how Tatum and Jaylen Brown couldn't necessarily capitalize. But in that finals, when they played against Dallas, they were so locked in on defense that it didn't matter what offensively what they were truly doing. They had a whole nother mentality. And Joe Mazzulla, even though Joe Mazzulla he won the title and stuff like that, I give credit to two people that really brought that dog out of Jaylen Brown and brought that dog out of Jason Tatum. The one person I give credit to is Ime Udoka, who was wrongfully let go of his duties. You know what I'm saying over taking place. Also, I give credit to Drew Holiday. Okay, Drew Holiday he brought a whole nother mentality there because he had been a champion before. He is a veteran. He's done it on the biggest stage or whatever. And I don't want to hear none of this shit about it was the Phoenix Suns and none of that shit. Look, he won a championship. Nobody says anything about no damn bubble ring or nothing. I appreciate y'all hitting the light too as well when y'all come in here. But I'm going with Jaylen Brown. Okay. Now, a few years ago, I wouldn't have been able to say that. As a matter of fact, you could have thrown a couple of people in there. You could have threw. I'm talking about a few years back, going years back. I mean, let's take it back to the 2015, 2016, them years. Hell, even a little bit earlier than that. I mean, you had Klay Thompson, who in my eyes was the most solid two-way player at one point. And then of course, you had Kawhi Leonard. Um, Kawhi Leonard, and on top of that, he got the defensive player of the year. He had a fire that was when he was with the San Antonio Spurs, and he was able to get that Finals MVP and everything. He wasn't really known for his offense, but he worked on his game. Listen, man, I'm not gonna get on here and shit on Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Like I, I I've gotten on here and I've cooked Kawhi Leonard, and this is what I'll say about him. I'll say, look, you need to do your due diligence and either play or retire. I've said the same thing about Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing good, if you're out there, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I don't have no problems with that. I think Kawhi Leonard has really been doing his thing. Uh, Now the question is how far is he going to go? How far are they going to go? You know what I'm saying? Because the Clippers, like I said, are 7-3 in the last 10 games. It's still a long season, and we still got quite a few games with the All Star break coming around the corner. So we'll see if the Clippers are able to do some damage. But I truly don't know. But like I said, man, Kawhi Leonard in his heyday, yes, I would have put him a step above Jaylen Brown. But Jaylen Brown, he did step it up in the finals and stuff. Um, that finals MVP though that Jaylen Brown got, it could have went to two other people. And I know some people gonna trip out when I say it. During the finals, before the finals, he was at the 50, 40, 90, and was playing great defense. You could have gave it to Drew Holiday. and listen, although Tatum, it might have, maybe his shot wasn't going down. I keep standing on this, and Brown Sugar knows what I'm talking about. She's a Celtics fan. Jason Tatum did a great job playmaking. He did a solid job playmaking. So it could have been debated on whether or not he could have been a Finals MVP. But what's more important, a Finals MVP or a Larry O'Brien? Sorry, Chris, what's going down, man?
Both of them is important, man.
You said both of them important. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I rather listen. Okay, so you rather have an MVP and not a ring?
I'd rather have both of them, but hey, I feel like both of them equally important if you work on it.
Nah, man. Because if that's the case, nah, man. Hey, if I get look at Steph Curry, he got 4 championships and 1 Finals MVP, man. But you know what stands out on his resume? He got the unanimous MVP.
How many final MVPs Jordan got? Oh, okay.
Oh, Steph?
No, I said how many finals MVPs that MJ got?
Listen, man. That's why, and I heard what you said the first time. But we talking about Steph, which means that Jordan is in a whole other class.
No.
He in a whole
No.
other class. But if
Who's
you want to
Steph?
go by that lot, he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
6 of them.
Okay, then. I feel
Right.
I feel like that is equal important.
Right. But okay, Isaiah Thomas. Guess what? He didn't he didn't get one Finals MVP, and guess who the second one went to?
Brown Sugar. Iguodala, right?
No, Isaiah Thomas. I'm talking about back in the days with the Pistons. He only got
Didn't,
one. He only
didn't
got
Joe
one.
Didn't Joe Dumars win one though?
Yeah, he got a Finals MVP. But see, what I'm saying is, it's like, damn, give me the championship. You know what I'm saying? Klay
I want both.
Thompson.
I want both of them.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. If hold on, wait a minute. Jason Tatum didn't get the Finals MVP, but he got the ring. That's the one thing that he can always say.
Well,
So
that because Jaylen
Charles
Brown was the
Barkley,
best player on the team.
huh?
Well, that because Jaylen Brown was the better player on the team that year.
He might have been the best scorer, but if you could have gave that Finals MVP to like 3 or 4 people, Cyrus, you could have gave it to Derek White. You could have gave it to Drew Holiday for locking up Kyrie. You could have given it to a number of people.
I would have gave it to Jaylen Brown.
But Jaylen Brown, see, the one thing that people don't talk about in that series or whatever, if you go back and you go look at the plus minuses and stuff, actually, if you go back and you go look at the plus minuses, And go look, Cypress, Brown Sugar, everybody up in here. Jason Tatum actually had a better plus minus. If we going by the numbers, he had a better plus minus. Now he didn't shoot the ball all that well, but his playmaking and his defense, it helped him. Drew Holiday, his playmaking and his defense on Kyrie, it helped him. But Jaylen, I'm not taking nothing away from Jaylen Brown. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He got it. But my whole thing is, give me the ring, man. Cypress, if you get a Finals MVP, let's say we playing, we balling, we in the backcourt, right? Let's say it's me, you, and Brown Sugar, right? Cypress, you busting their ass. Even though I ain't shooting the ball well. Cypress end up getting the fuck. I'm gonna be mad about that? Nah, you know why? Because we all won the damn game together, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant, Shaq got 3 Finals MVP. When some a couple of those MVPs could have went to Kobe. I'd have been happy. I'd have been happy for my nigga Cypress. I'd have been if they would have gave it to Brown Sugar. I'd have been happy for Brown Sugar. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we all in this together or whatever. But you got some niggas that get mad because Jaylen Brown got the Finals MVP or whatever. I'm like, why I get mad at him? Know what I mean? But Kawhi Leonard, just before you had came in, Cypress, man, I was talking about Kawhi Leonard versus Jaylen Brown, and I said in Kawhi Leonard when he was like consistently, or if he'd have been like consistently healthy, like you said, I think you said this yesterday. He's easily the best player in the. No Pain said that. He's easily the best player in the NBA. I know some people don't like his style. They think he's a little stiff. You know what I'm saying? He don't talk that much. All this other shit. Some people think his game is boring and all that other shit. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. But like it's like with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard got the Finals MVP when Ginobili was on there, when Duncan was on there, and Parker was on there. You think they was mad at Kawhi Leonard? Nah, because they got the ring. Tim Duncan didn't get all the Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm glad we talking about this. Hey, Cypress, in '07 with the Spurs, who got the Finals MVP? Cypress, I think you on mute, man. Hey, let me get a mic check. Can y'all hear me? Well, I guess but in '07, Parker got the Finals MVP. It wasn't Tim Duncan. And some people say that Tim Duncan didn't play. He did. Parker got the Finals MVP against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, like, my thing is this: it's all about rings. It's all about the end game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course it is.
Okay, you back. Okay, all right. Nah, that, but that's what I'm saying. In '07, who got the Finals MVP for y'all? Cyprus, the Spurs. Salute, Alex. I see you in the building, man. You still there, Sight? Okay, maybe it's my phone. Hey, can y'all hear me? Okay, Brown Sugar, Alex, everybody in here, man. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm just making sure I sound okay. I know, Cypress, Cypress and Goldie and everybody up in there, man, was clowning your boy about his phone sounding like Transformer. I'm just making sure I sound all right. But today we get to get on him about his old Dollar Tree ass phone. But like I said, give me the rings, man. If we gonna go by that, if we gonna go by, oh yeah, they equally important. Nah, I don't feel like they equally important. I mean, it's probably equally important in terms of your resume or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But in terms of the end game and your success and everything like that, because Charles Barkley, he got a regular season MVP, you know what I'm saying. But he ain't got no championship. You know what I'm saying. I guarantee you, Charles Barkley would trade that MVP in for a championship ring. I guarantee you, Karl Malone, them MVP, because I think Karl Malone got two MVPs. He got two MVPs on his regular season MVPs. As much as I don't like Karl Malone, but I guarantee you, he would trade both of those regular season MVPs in for a ring. Kevin Garnett,
I
he ain't
wouldn't.
getting no. Right. Well, see that. See. So then you more focused on individual. You
Of
don't care
course, I
about it.
want to be great.
Yeah, but what's greatness without you winning? If we go, man, you get all them damn MVPs or whatever, but if you ain't got no ring, man, I mean, what are we talking about? Like Karl Malone,
If we don't have no ring, if we don't have no rings, that's the team's fault. It ain't mine.
nah, it don't work like that. It not, especially if you're the superstar, especially if you carrying the load on your back, especially if you the one, that they're looking at the alpha. It is gonna be your fault.
Man, we need more selfish players in the world like MJ. Dude went out there, six
Selfish.
MVP, six
MJ
championships.
wasn't. No, he wasn't selfish. He just knew when it took over. And then on top of that, you talking about all this MJ. Oh yeah, he got the rings and stuff like that, and the MVP. Well, I keep going back to 1996 with the Supersonics, and I'm gonna keep on saying it time and time again. Dennis Rodman should have got that MVP.
For what? Getting rebounds and technical fouls?
No, he didn't get no. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't. What are you talking about? He wasn't no distraction. But see, that goes to show you not even paying attention to the game. You looking at highlights and stuff like that. Nah, go
Man, look,
back and
man, I
go
was
look.
watching the game, man. Listen, man, ain't nobody paying
He
attention to
shut
no
down.
man.
He shut down literally three of their players. Okay, okay. You watch the game. How well did Jordan play? Since you know it.
Jordan didn't play that good. I watched that final.
Exactly. He had one game where he shot like 30 something percent. He played horrible a couple of those games. But everybody get mad when I say that. But Dennis Rock, because they were a good defensive team, a great defensive team. The Sonics were.
I didn't like Dennis Rodman as no basketball player.
Oh my God, here we go, man. See, now we gotta get personal, man.
Man, the
It
man,
ain't got.
any man that
I mean,
was
are you mad
wedding
because
dress.
are you
Come
mad
on,
'cause he
man.
left the Are you mad because he left the Spurs? Come on, man. If that's what it's about,
No, we don't need men that wear wedding dresses on our team. No way.
you don't need. Oh my God, here we go with the personal stuff, man. Like that, it ain't got nothing to do with him locking up players, leading the league consistently, 7 seasons of rebounding, getting two defensive player of the year, all NBA defense, being able to guard 5 different players, being able to repeat and three-peat with 2 franchises. Come on, man. Give that man his credit. Look, I don't care what he wear. Hell, hey, the motherfucker could, hey, Cypress, Brown Sugar, Alex, Dennis Rodman could fucking walk around with a fucking mini skirt, nigga. If that motherfucker give me like 30 rebounds and we win the goddamn game, I could care less what that motherfucker wear.
I think you should care.
Why should I care? Why would I care? Why would I care about a motherfucker that ain't bothering me? Scotty wasn't tripping on
But
it. Jordan
but
wasn't tripping on it. Who wasn't
because
tripping
you
on
on
it?
the team.
Ron Harper wasn't tripping on it. I mean, as much as I love Russell Westbrook, hey, he wore a dress too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, let's just get real, man. LeBron, he don't wore wigs. DeAndre Jordan don't wore dress and wigs and all this other stuff. You got motherfuckers up in here, wearing all these damn skirts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I mean, if we gonna get on Dennis Rodman, we gotta get on these other motherfuckers who y'all calling fruity and shit. Difference is,
I guess.
Dennis, the 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 difference is Dennis Rodman brought championship to the fold. I mean, hell, what's the name? Dylan Brooks. He got caught with a transformer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't talk about that.
I think that was a rumor.
You know what I'm saying? But I still fuck with Dylan Brooks? Yeah. I mean, hell, if that's what you like, motherfucker, that's what you like. As for me, I love the WAP. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean it up a little bit, Brown Sugar, but she know what I mean when I say the WAP. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like to see a woman's ass shaking in front of me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. That's what snipers like. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Cypress, we like ass and titties. Okay, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all motherfuckers like something else, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like what he say on Vampire in Brooklyn, Brown Sugar, Alex, Cypress. He said ass is good. Yeah, man. I guess I'm the only human being in here. Cypress come on here, man. He's supposed to be the love demon, man. He turned into uh, wild and crazy kids or PG-13 or some old Nickelodeon bullshit. That motherfucker,
No, I don't, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
that motherfucker, he go from gangster, gangster Omar Epps on Savage TV to wild and crazy kids Omar Epps on Nickelodeon and shit.
I never heard of none of that.
Yeah, see, you ain't even know Omar Epps was on Nickelodeon and shit. But then he got on
I didn't ever watch this shit growing up.
what Nickelodeon?
No, my little cousin and I ain't watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the struggle was real. The struggle was real. For us Cypress. You know what I'm saying? I was happy
Yeah,
when we had
war.
more. I was happy when we had more than 50 channels. For real, man. Like there was one point, Cypress, man. We only had you had like the local channel. You had NBC, ABC, and CBS. Nigga, that's it.
True. Well, they were everything came on them three channels. You right.
Right.
They
You know what
didn't,
I'm
they
saying?
didn't have. They before Fox happened because Fox before they merged Fox, it was something else
Oh
at
yeah,
first.
Fox. And then PBS. I was watching. I was up in there watching PBS and shit.
And
You
I ain't
know what I'm
watching
saying?
Sesame Street and all this shit.
Shit, up in there watching Lamb Chop sing along and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I used to watch that because I used to like the one who was the host show.
At down Sesame Street and shit. You know what I'm saying? At down.
We knew it.
What was that contact and shit? Like, hey, yeah, Cypress, I'm showing my age. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what Cypress talk about another nigga. Hey, you
Hey
up
y'all,
there with me, nigga?
hey, I got a Cypress TV hot take, y'all. Y'all ready for this?
Oh shit, man! It better not be no bullshit.
I think the Baltimore Ravens need to go after Brian Flores for the head coach.
Who?
Brian Flores for the head coaching position.
He still living?
Yeah, he's the defensive coordinator over there in Minnesota Vikings.
He still. nah, I'm messing with you. Yeah. Well, I mean, but we got to figure out if that's good enough for Lamar to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some teams that's gonna be throw. Look, if they throw Lamar the bag, he gone.
But ain't he already locked in with the Ravens?
Locked in. What in terms of his contract?
Yeah, ain't he already locked in on the max deal?
Yeah. It's right because what he signed that. He signed that.
Yeah, he signed with he has a max deal with them, so
He signed. He signed. He signed it.
extension.
He signed. But uh, like I keep telling you, man. I know the Raiders. They you know in terms of their front office and shit like that, they're a shitty organization. But the Raiders got money though. The Dolphins. Uh, Now, this is the thing. They're gonna go ahead. I'm mistaken, because I was under the assumption they were gonna go get rid of Mike McDonald. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with Tariq Hill. They got to figure out what he's gonna do. With him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a boatload of money that's on the books. Then you got to think about your boy Tua. He's on the books. So Miami, I don't think they have as much money to play with as much as the Raiders. Because they didn't got rid of Pete Carroll or whatever the case was. Man, they didn't it's like they get rid of a coach every single season, don't they, Simon? Last season they got rid of my boy.
You hear what now?
The Raiders, they get rid of a coach.
Yeah. You said the Raiders? Pete Carroll, right? Pete Carroll?
He was an analyst for a little bit. I forget his name. A light skinned cat, man.
I know you said. I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, but they got rid of him, and you know what I'm saying. It's like every single season they get rid of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what direction. I don't know. I don't know what direction they need to go in.
Man, the direction. Well, they got Tom Brady, and Tom Brady, man, regardless of what people want to say, Tom Brady is a he got hella intellect. Now, I'm hoping that Tom Brady don't do nothing like like Michael Jordan, and like MJ, he was phenomenal as a player. You know what I'm saying? But being in the front office, man, he wasn't all that good in the front office, man. When he was with the Wizards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just gotta keep it 100. That's the same thing with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was phenomenal. I mean, well, he was a great coach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's coaches that are greater than him, but he was good as a coach. But when it came to the front office, man, that motherfucker was terrible. But see, Brad Stevens, a motherfucker like Brad Stevens and Brown Sugar know what I'm talking about with the Celtics. Brad Stevens, he went from coaching, got in the Celtics front office. Guess what? Started cooking with grease. And you see, Popovich, they're able to transition. See, the Spurs. That's what's great about the Spurs. The Spurs organization, they they're able to do it in generations. The Spurs, the Spurs got like a how can I put it, man? They like the Asians. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no disrespect to the Asians or no shit like that. But they go through generations. You know what I'm saying? The Spurs, they pass their culture down. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep on winning. You know what I'm saying? They always consistent. Cyrus, when's the last time the Spurs missed the playoffs? I think well before I think they missed the playoffs when they had DeJounte Murray and all that. You know what I'm saying? But before all that, the Spurs won't never missing no playoffs. They was always in there. They was always either in the hunt for a championship or win the championship. So on that note, straight to the point. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications as well. Shouts out to the entire LDBC, basketball and boxing. Till then, your boy is out.